What's that, Bonang?
The famous words of Bonang, champagne, darling. Champapalapalapa! As ek kon gevloei het, nee. Ratchet! My dear.
Yes, queen.
Iguna! I'll say queen now, right?
Welcome to the media camp.
I'm gonna make something great. That's my
Media camp.
baby. I'm gonna
What are you looking forward to for the media camp?
Get to know the business. Kind of to figure out if I want to. Okay, my name is Tamasan. I'm from David Kazet. So especially when it came to guidelines of writing a proper.
Hallo, my naam is Theatrie Tenner en ek is van Winterkoorspel. Was die 4-3-2-1 reël. So mense leer vir jou eintlik skryf, maar hierso gee hulle vir jou baie detail. So dit het vir my uitgestaan.
My name is Jeremiah. I'm from High High School, and I learned that things I learned that really took my interest were like the catchy titles, the quality pictures.
I said S, bruh.
I say it properly. Sharp.
Give me a D.
D.
Give me an I.
I.
Give me an S.
S.
This. Oh shit! Now I. Sorry, bruh. Sorry. Now I'm forgetting to spell it.
You did.
You did this, man. It's your fault, Justicia. Now I'm out here questioning my own spelling.
She's judging herself. No, she has trust issues, my dear.
Bruh.
Ooh, shame.
About because JC was really scared and always scared, but JC knew that he needed to step up and help the people around him, and that's super cool. That's a real community helper. You go, JC. Rabbit, you go, JC. Well done.
Yes, that's true, Marcel. I really found the story very inspiring, and also, you need to be brave if you need to help people. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Actually, no, Claude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now what? What's happening?
Wait for you to start so she can start.
So she can start to speak it now. Okay. Yes, I'm ready. Wait. Before I laugh.
Vicky. Sorry, Vicky.
Okay. I'm ready. I won't laugh.
I know you will be the death of me. Feel like I'm running out of ecstasy. I am drowning in an endless sea. Yellow friend, there's a misery that knows no end. So I'm doing everything I can to make sure I never love again. I wish that I did not know we're all broken lovers so. I wish that my heart was laid stored. If I was bulletproof, I'd love you like that love. If I was solid like a jewel, if I I'd give you all my love. If I was unbreakable, if I had diamond heart, shoot me with a gun to gold. If I was unbreakable, I'd walk straight to the bullet and like a tulip, no I'm foolish, never want the process into the fire, bring to the wire, give me what I got. Never break a pattern, diamonds are shattered, beautiful and battered, into the poison, try you an ocean, give me what I got. I don't know if this is right or wrong. Am I giving up where I belong? 'Cause every stage is played out worth some. Goodbye, my love. You are everything my dreams made of. You'll be friends and I'm the crying dog. If I only want unbreakable. I wish that I did not know we're all broken lovers go. I wish that my heart was made of stone.
lucky, lucky lady. Hey, lucky ladybug. Hey, lucky, lucky lady. Hey, lucky ladybug. Fly up high in the sky. Hey, lucky ladybug. Flow down
in the garden. Hey, lucky ladybug. Little lucky black spots. Michelin toch. Guys, man. Please. Guys, please, man. What Michelin? What?
Wow, those two of them are so much.
5, 4, 3.
Wow, those two are so much fun. Like I enjoy Zoe and Zoshi, to be honest.
I do too. I got a bit jealous. But now it's time for us to
We also want to thank Innovations for these fun big bins and fun bin bags. Big beans. What's a good project? Fun bin bags. Cut, man. 150 a chip.
There was a farmer who had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh. Enzo, now that you're done with your exercises, I think it's my turn to shine now also and show you how fit I am, friends. Okay, so I will run on the same spot for 30 seconds, so Enzo, you'll have to count.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I am ready.
Okay, I'm also ready. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is it have to say in the same spot?
Kan is zo springen. Ik kan niet zo en zo detail te standig, man.
You don't stand there and that's it. Oh, you're also counting with your
Please,
time.
man, please just count fast. Man. I can't. Maricel, Zoe, and Zoshi are so much fun. I enjoyed it. Sorry. day, goeiedag, mohalapo, kore, ngaitses, kudentak. My name is Michelina Batises and I'll be your host for the school news, where we'll discuss school-related news every Tuesday. Fuck, it's Woensdag. Please delete it, don't save it as a blooper man.
Hello one and all, and welcome back to Generation C. This is the show where we tell you why the zone inserted inside the Namibian Sun, Republican and Algemene Zeitung is the perfect read for you on a Tuesday. My name is Esther Kamati and I'll be taking you through the program for today. Now before we get into it, of course, let's take a... What is happening? Hello everyone and welcome again to another epic segment of your Friday Flex show. My name is Esther Kamati and today I will be your host. Now Friday Flex is the segment of my zone where we discuss all things entertainment when it comes to youth, of course. So we deal with book reviews, movie what? Movie what? What's the thing? You can cut now. Welcome back and thank you for joining us on our weekly Generation C program. I'm Esther Kamati, your host, and today we'll be talking about Kids' Choice Awards. We all heard about Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards, and now we're hearing about Standard Bank Wakamu Kids' Choice Awards. And today we're here with the founder of Wakamu, Louis Munana, as well as Maggie Mbako from Standard Bank.
Maggie Mbako, that's what you guys.
Welcome back, viewers, to Varsity Chat Room. My name is Monique, and you know, on this show we dive in. Fuck me. Sorry.
I like Monique. Man. Hierdie kind se outfit.
Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondolose, uhamenami, sungangishililana. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondolose, uhamenami, sungangishililana. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondolose, uhamenami, sungangishililana. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondolose, uhamenami, Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondolose, uhamenami, sungangishililana. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondolose, uhamenami, sungangishililana. Jerusalem, 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 Ikayalami, Ilondolose, One, two, three, four. Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Ilondolose, Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Ilondolose, Uhamenami, Zungangishilana, Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Ilondolose, Uhamenami, Zungangishilana. Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Ilondolose, One, two, three, four. Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Ilondolose, Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Ilondolose, Uhamenami, Zungangishilana, Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Ilondolose, Uhamenami, Zungangishilana, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, Ikayalana, Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Ilondolose, Uhamenami, Zungangishilana. Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Ilondolose, Uhamenami, Zungangishilana. One, two, three, four. Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Ilondolose, Uhamenami, Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Ilondolose, Uhamenami, Zungangishilana, Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Ilondolose, Uhamenami, Zungangishilana, Jerusalem. the right. Ikayalami. One, two, three, four. Jerusalem. Ikayalami.
Hi lovely people, I'm so excited. My friend and I are here by Namibia to go to pick up our beautiful ride. I'll show it to you in a few minutes. She's quickly doing a test drive just to get a feel of it. And as you can see right here, there's countless number of cars. So why complain about transport when you want to explore Namibia if you have Namibia to go? Look at all of that. And that's our beautiful ride. It's so cute. Look at that. Hey Ida. Look at the beauty. We are heading off now. We are all set and ready to go.
Thank you, Shell, for sponsoring us.
Yay!
For the fuel.
Yep. And look at our t-shirts.
Representing Shell.
Representing Shell. It's a video, but we can take a photo after.
So we're at Shell right
She's
now.
smiling.
And we are our proudly sponsored for the trip. Fuel. And we're just here buying snacks for the road. Yay!
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you on our way back. We'll be, bye. Having that view as you have your breakfast and that music playing. Such a relaxing moment. Delicious. Guten Morgen, good morning. We just finished having breakfast and the food was the best. These details. Oh my god. It's just the bar area. I'm going to the inside right now. Wow, thank you, thank you. This is beautiful. Guys, you can have any drink you want. Any drink you want. Look at the view. Look at the view. That's a huge crowd. Looks nice at night as well. Yeah. Thank you. All right. All right, thank you. Bye. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Baie dankie.
mountains. I swam through the rivers and fountains. I pitched up the roof tent. You looked up and I knew what you meant. Look at the sky, what do you see? Beautiful stars shining at me. Look all around, what do you see? The Milky Way amazing me. It's getting near dawn. I know I've been born. I am the sun, I am the land, I am the wind, shifting the sand. I am the sun, I am the land, I am the wind, shifting the sand. We drove on through savannas. The wind blew, but we outran her. The sun sets on the horizon. The heat waves are mesmerizing. Look at the sky, what do you see? Beautiful stars shining at me. Look all around, what do you see? The Milky Way amazing me. It's getting near dawn. I know I've been born. I am the sun, I am the land, I am the wind, shifting the sand. I am the sun, I am the land, I am the wind, shifting the sand. shows where I have gone, seen this place before. I've never wanted more to make my way towards the shore.
I always find that there is way more to a journey than simply finding a new destination. It starts with that energy when you pack the car. Childlike excitement rushes through you with every pit stop. Then, any semblance of anxiety disappears as the road simply stretches out before you. Your mind starts traveling ahead of you, thinking, what will I find there? Who will I meet there? How will I feel there? But most importantly, how will this new place change me this time? Because this is what a journey really means. It becomes an awakening for the soul. You are reminded that there are sights that can still take your breath away. You are allowed to reconnect with those parts of yourself that your daily life has made you forget. Now, a part of you will always lead you back there. Whether in your mind, your dreams, or in your reality. It becomes a memory you will own forever. A story that is all yours.
It is an open secret that Namibia boasts one of the most amazing landscapes, sceneries, cultures, wildlife, and people. The country continues to remain one of the most sought-after tourist destinations. It is for this very reason that we want to take you on a journey to show you what it's like to travel in Namibia.
Welcome to Malta Hoy. Right now we are having a quick stop in
Malta here.
And then we'll continue showing you guys around.
So journey with us as we show you how cool Namibia is.
name is Elrie Smith. I'm an assistant manager here at Kanon Desert Retreats from Nankuse.
What I enjoy from it, if I must say it like this, is the quiet and openness. Even if we have guests, it's still like we would have guests up at the lodge and at the campsites and volunteers at farmhouse. It would never feel like it's loud or something and like there's too much people here or so on, because they're all separate and in their own quiet area basically. So I think the quietness and the scenery, as it's very open, mountains and the sand dunes and so on, when you get at the lodge and you'll see from the lodge's restaurant, it's beautiful. Just the openness and the scenery is really pretty. We have very nice staff.
Good morning. So it's 5 a.m. right now, and we are headed on a sunrise dune drive with one of the volunteers that work here. Yeah, it's our first time doing something like this, so we're excited to experience it and show you guys around as well.
My name is Carl Fester, and I've been working now at Kanon for almost 7 years. So Kanon was bought by Nankuse back in 2014, and in June of 2014 is when we officially opened operations here. And so in total, Kanon is about 33,000 hectares. So it's the largest property that we own currently. And in this wide desert area, we've got the three main desert landscapes. So we've got the mountainous areas with the Tiras Mountains behind us. We've got open flatlands that in good rain seasons have lots of grass, but in terms of drought like now, it's just the open sand like you normally see in the movies of a desert. And as well, we've got the red sand dunes here of the Namib Desert. Being part of the tourism industry has actually been very rewarding, because as we get international guests, it exposes us a lot more to other cultures and other languages, and the opportunity just to share everything that we know and show people Namibia. It is very secluded here, so especially now where we have the social distancing protocols and all of this, I don't think there's a better place.
Whether you're in search of endless horizons, the oldest dunes in the world, clear blue skies, or unforgettable adventures, Namibia will never disappoint. In all her beauty, Namibia welcomes you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Hi, hoe gaan dit? Molelepo, Vigets, hello. Hi. I can see everyone is getting settled in, talking, getting to know each other. Some of you haven't seen each other all year. I can see you went to go and get your drinks, but you didn't eat, ne? So please eat, man. We don't want you hungry, so just go there to the white tent, take your tokens, get something to eat, fill your stomachs, man. Because we're going to have a great time, and we don't want you to have a great time on an empty stomach, nah? So please stand up, go get yourself something to eat, and then we'll come back again, okay? All right? Geniet, ons sal mekaar sien.
Is challenging you, your friends, and your company to also join in on the fun. So up for grabs are 6 tickets to see the man behind the song, Master KG himself, perform live at the Namibia Tourism Expo on Thursday, the 5th of November.
Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana, dawo yami, ayikholana, buso wami, awukholana, ilondoloze. Ayikholana, buso wami, awukholana, ilondoloze, zuhambe nami, ilondoloze, 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 zungangishilana. Dawo yami, ayikholana, buso wami, awukholana, ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Dawo yami, ayikholana, buso wami, awukholana, ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze,
Hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing? We're eating, aren't we? How are we doing over here? NMH, how are we doing? I wonder if you guys are here. Who's doing the news? Or did you just pick this day? You were like, Tuesday, Nisi. Guys, there are things happening in the city right now. But we're here to have a great time today. I know it's been COVID. Give yourselves a warm round of applause for just surviving the last 7 months. It's been rough. We had to teach ourselves to do new things. A mask has become our passport. You even get angry at yourself in the car. When you're driving and you realize you don't have a mask, you're like, mask. We know how it feels. We have written our names down on paper so much. By now, you know every letter. You even know, yeah. You even started freestyling your name. Your name is Helmut, but you're going, huh. No, we know. It's been tough. Some of us have had to see people who we are married to, but now we see them daily. It's changed our lives. You're like, I didn't know you talk like that. You didn't know the person smells like this. I've never washed clothes. I'm never home. I'm recently divorced. COVID did that. And it happens. I didn't know who she was until we spent that much time together. I just didn't know she was that type of person. And she didn't know this is who I am. I'm never home, and now I was. So pray for me. Single life is not working out. But we're going to have a great time. I'll tell you all about it. I'll tell you the stories. I'll keep on informing you. I just want to welcome you guys and also invite up the Jerusalem crew. I heard you guys have a Jerusalem crew. You did the challenge. I would like to invite you. Know who you are. Everyone knows the move is pretty much simple. You're just supposed to turn and whoops. So come through. We're looking for the Jerusalem crew. Don't let me come and get you. You know who you is. Please come up on stage. I'm looking for you. Come on, guys. Come on. I heard some of you guys didn't see each other all year. That must have been tough. Some of you have changed. Either you've gained weight, lost weight, grown hair in places. We don't know. But come on up, Jerusalem crew. Give them a warm round, guys. We're here to have a good time. The Jerusalem crew. This song blew up. Come on, guys. Hype the guys up. Give them a warm round. Put the best dancers at the back. And then the ones who are trying, put them in front. Hey, Jerusalem. We see you. These guys have been practicing the whole hour. This song has been mastered. 59 minutes to the hour. If you are in the audience and you know the moves, please join them, make them feel at home. Are we ready?
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Actually, now in Namibia, this is Master KG, and I'm sure you guys are ready for the 10 degrees South Namibia Tourism Expo that is happening from the 4th until the 7th of November. Me, Master KG, I'll be there dancing with you on the 5th of November. Jerusalem, ikayalami.
Give them a warm round of applause. Huh? Took a whole hour, but it looked beautiful. Give yourselves a warm round. That was nice. No? You can do better? Come up here, show me. Show me, baby, show me. Put your money where your mouth is. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a rough year for everyone. 2020 has not been the easiest. Oh, I've seen people, I've had an uncle who's looked at me in the face and said, if anyone asks me for money this year, hey, sal my sin. And it's one of those things, you don't even understand how someone can be asking you for money. Hello, Jenny, $1,000. I'm like, $1,000. That sounds like too much these days. 100 is too much. We complained when the taxi price went up by $2. We're like, how is it 14? That's Corona. And we blame everything on Corona these days. Everything. The fuel, the grass. I got a cut. I got a cut yesterday. Is it Corona? But ladies and gentlemen, we want to show you a video of how Namibia and the world has been dealing with 2020 and COVID-19. Please do see.
I can't do anything. Yes, I can't do anything.
I'm declaring a public health emergency of international concern over the global outbreak of novel coronavirus. The main reason for this declaration is not because of what is happening in China, but because of what is happening in other countries. Our greatest concern is the potential for the virus to spread to countries with weaker health systems and which are ill prepared to deal with it.
Decided that we should declare a state of emergency.
Denver, what does the global situation look like at the moment?
As far as the number of countries are concerned, 129 countries. We do believe that Namibia has not yet been included.
I must announce this morning that COVID-19 has reached our country.
And this morning, the Minister of Health and Social Services, Dr. Kalumbi Shangula, did announce to the nation that we have 2 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Namibia.
President Hage Geingob this afternoon announced that as from Tuesday, we will be moving to stage 2.
On 26 July 2020, tragedy struck the residents of Twala after a fire raged through the informal settlement, taking the life of a toddler and destroying 153 homes. At 7:30 the evening, the Walvis Bay municipal sirens went off 3 times, indicating a fire. Anyone travelling on the B2 road between Walvis Bay and Swakopmund would have seen the massive flames engulfing Twala. The Walvis Bay Fire Brigade was battling tirelessly to get the flames under control, while residents were trying to salvage any of their belongings from their shacks. About 3 hours after the fire, onlookers started pelting the fire brigade, the municipality, water tankers and the media with stones. The police reservists had to calm the situation by firing rubber bullets. A firefighter said they had to extinguish the fire while a group of onlookers armed with pangas and okapis surrounded them in a threatening manner.
I already did.
there is no normal anymore with COVID-19. What we can just do now is, as a collective, to truly see what works best. COVID-19 also came to highlight again once more the issues that we are constantly trying to address, and that is inequalities. And therefore the ministry, really we are appealing to the Friends of Education, to corporate entities to join us in helping us to roll out either on-learning or e-learning to our students.
Learning should continue in all the AU countries. And we are really, really appreciative of your company for having come on board this part of the print part. Is something that was giving us a problem with our stakeholders. Everybody was saying this e-learning is only promoting the children of the elite and all these things. And then we come up and say, but we are trying our best. But now this is reaching more children than maybe those are the e-learning.
We were working with over 100 teachers. We were traveling 10,000 kilometers every day to deliver the books. We were utilizing the entire distribution network to our disposal. We were using our entire printing press to our disposal. We had to distribute over 5 million booklets in 8 weeks and to all corners of the country, to every regional offices and to many cluster and schools as well. And we literally had 8 weeks to do that. So the logistics was awesome. But I think the hardest part was the designing of the books and getting that aligned to what the teachers and their curriculum, and at the same time understanding what YED required from us. And I remember we didn't just design the booklets, we also made sure that we were representative of our country's languages. So we had to make sure that we got all the different languages involved, including sign language. And so when we were finished, we were able to reach people in 10 different languages. Managing consistency and managing feedback, this program is probably the best.
Mangwanani, good morning.
And welcome to the very first episode of NMH at Spotter. My name is
Frank Steffen, der Redakteur der Allgemeinen Zeitung, und das ist
Programm wat rigting gee aan die gesprekke van die dag hier in Namibia.
Good morning, Leandria.
Good morning, Otis.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of NMH at 1.
We do everything under the sun that involves the youth. My name is Elizabeth Joseph, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host
here, Limba Mupetami.
'n Wonderlike dag vir die landbouredaksie van Republikein in die Boer.
Jochen Kutsia, and today we're looking at a very interesting development, the hot new Hyundai i30N.
Good evening and welcome to the first edition of Careers Bistro. My name is Tonole Mungoba and this is the show
here at Namibian Sun, touching on current affairs as well as
5 beautiful music videos in the country right now.
Therefore, when I'm going to make this slogan, all the young people, I realize we didn't invite the masses. So therefore, there is no life here. But when I say, one Namibia, oh, you are here. One Namibia, one Africa, one continent. One Africa, one world, one global village. Now we start. One Namibia, one Africa, one world. Long live the Republic of Namibia. Thank you.
To officially launch this commemorative note so that we can start with the awareness of the day.
Hello, 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 hello.
This is my great honor to now launch this note that is reminding me of what we said at Namibia when I was being elected. I told a legacy continues. Legacy of Comrade Namibia is here. Legacy of Comrade Muhammad is here. And your truth is here. But this is very unique. No, it's going to be like this. You can never take it. It doesn't get old. The latest one, high tech. It's my great honor to therefore now officially launch. I will invite the legacy
Wow, what a year. What a year. 2020. Give that video a round of applause. I'm sure one of you guys in here did it. We had a long year. It's been rough, guys. I keep saying this. It has not been easy. 7 months, lockdowns, open up, lockdowns, masks. Everyone is a doctor in some way. Everyone has an opinion. Yeah, COVID is dead, COVID is die. No, who? It was the Chinese. Taxi drivers, you could be in a taxi, the guy is telling you it's like he's a medical doctor. No, COVID, you see, COVID itself, it came in from a monkey. I know these things, these Americans win, it's like he's a politician. No, it is Trump who did it. Everybody had an opinion, but no one really knows what's going on. We have a long evening ahead. We want to keep it moving, keep it fast. I'll be your host, your MC. I go by the name of Mr. Slick. Some friends call me Slick the Dick. My mother calls me, oh, you are still here. I want to introduce on stage someone you very well know. Some of you might know him very well. Some of you might know him from a distance. Some of you, because there's masks these days, you know, when he's talking to you, you can't really see your facial expression. You might be there going... Please welcome on stage a delightful man. I met him earlier today, Mr. Llewellyn. It's not been easy with people wearing masks. You know, everyone looks pretty when they wear a mask because all you see is eyes. It's like everyone is like an Islam woman. You're just like, oh my God, they could be pretty. And then the mask goes off and it's just, nah. Please give a warm round of applause for Mr. Llewellyn.
Oh, thanks. Is this my sanitized version?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Thanks, Mr. Slick. I only met him this afternoon. He's still very secretive about his name, his real name. But thanks very much. Just before we go on with the proceedings, I just would like to thank everyone. We have said this over and over again, and this year has been a long year in some senses, but it's also a year that passed by very quickly. Since 27th of March, a lot of things changed for us at NMH as well. I think a lot of things that we used to do, we had to do differently. Some traditional journalists became TV presenters. The way we had to adjust to the distribution and still had to get the newspapers out even after the state of emergency. So I would like to thank everyone of you who made the effort to be here tonight. It's also been a long year. I know the batteries are flat. We're running on reserves now. But thanks that you made the efforts to be here tonight. And we really want to thank you for the year that has been passed by. So tonight, the idea is not to have a long evening, but really to thank you for the efforts during this year. Everyone had to adapt. 2020 was a difficult year. After 2019, we said it can't be worse than 2019. Then 2020 arrived. So hopefully in 2021, we also do not say, hopefully it was only 2020 and it can only be worse. But hopefully it will be a better year for us next year. But we all survived through this year, and we can only do that through the efforts that everyone contributed. So thanks for your assistance, for your contributions to the NMH group, and we would really like to thank you tonight for that. Thank you very much.
All right. Before we get into the long service awards, we would like to
Sorry, Mr. Slick. Apparently there was a mistake on the dance that you performed. Everybody must come back and redo your dance. So can you just quickly come back to the stage before we go on with the proceedings? Sorry for that interruption, eh? Can everybody just come back to the stage? All the dancers, please.
No, according to my information, we would like to watch the video of the Master KG Jerusalema. There's a shout out as well. So if we can please cue to the video that was done, and we watch that.
Especially now in Namibia, this is Master KG, and I'm sure you guys are ready.
Don't be shy now, come on up. Now we're gonna dance on a full stomach.
Especially now in Namibia, this is Master KG, and I'm sure you guys are ready for the 10 degrees South Namibia Tourism Expo that is happening from the 4th until the 7th of November. Me, Master KG, I'll be there.
Meter distance.
On the
Joking.
Especially now in Namibia, this is Master KG, and I'm sure you guys are ready for the 10 degrees South Namibia Tourism Expo that is happening from the 4th until the 7th of November. Me, Master KG, I'll be there dancing with you on the 5th of November.
Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami ilondoloze ilondoloze.
Give them a warm round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to move into our award ceremony part of the evening. We want to award some of you for your long service. Long time, man. You've been here for a long time, either at the Sun, the Republican, the Algemeiner. You've been around. Long time. You don't want to quit. We've asked you to leave. Jay Velikhani. So now we have to give you an award so we can go, no fat, it's no khan. Ladies and gentlemen, Llewellyn is going to help me out with the service awards. Okay, you're also there. That's brilliant. To start off, we're going to start with the 10 years long service awards. We have Eva Rittman, Corina Peters, Regina Koch, Otilia Jonas, Martha Ungongbade, and Veiko Amunyoko. Please give them a warm round of applause as they come to the stage to get their long service award. Ladies and gentlemen, Eva Rittman, Corina Peters, Regina Koch, Otilia Jonas, Martha Ungombade, and Veiko Amunyoko. "10 years. For those who are not here, they are here in spirit. Moving it right along to the 15 years service awards. Yeah, 15 years. Whoa. We are looking for Hendrika Basson, Katrina Gill or Gilla, Naomi Gau Aces. Hendrika Basson, Katrina Gilla, Naomi Gau Aces. Give them a warm round of applause. Give them a warm round of applause. "15 years of nothing but great service." Now moving along to the 20 years long service awards. We are looking for Rachel Nell, Andrea Siverlung, Tusnelda Gamibes, Schmidt Vipke, Elizabeth Kutsia, Willem Wahongefa, Rachel Nell, Andrea Siverling, Tusnelda Gamibes, Schmidt Wipke, Elizabeth Kutsia, and Willem Wahongefa. "20 years. Like we say, this is Africa. For those who are not here, you are here in spirit. You are an ancestor somewhere. And for the mother of all long service awards, 25 years of nothing but commitment, perseverance, consistency. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Pullman.
Okay. Sorry, it seems Andrew is not here. Maybe he's covering the sport for tomorrow. Donnie, do you want to receive it on his behalf? Can you please sprint to the front? Okay, Dani wants to truly represent Andrew. He just wants to say a few words.
Ek gaan dit baie kort maak soos Andrew nooit sou nie. Want anders gaan ons bang. Andrew, as jy later kyk, ons is so dankbaar vir 25 jaar as 'n kwart eeu en ek dink jy's 'n great sport reporter, maar ons moet jou nog 'n bietjie goedjies leer, hoor. Baie geluk.
It's always nice to have people who can receive the awards on your behalf. Thank you so much, Llewellyn. Ladies and gentlemen, the awards are not done. We are far from being done. We want to award you, man. Laat julle gaan. This is moeg. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call someone on stage to help me with the next part of the awards ceremony. Is Henny here? Henny, are you here? Oh yeah, give him a warm round. That guy looks enthusiastic. Come on. Woo, 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 woo. And he was the lead dancer in Jerusalem. We want to show the nominees for the next award category of Client Executive of the Year. Shout for your favorites. Wear your mask and boo if you don't like them. have a crowd favorite. And the winner is Audrey Tauses. Ladies and gentlemen, Audrey Tauses, Client Executive of the Year. Keep up the good work. And the next category is, the nominees are for Support Services of the Year. The nominees are Elizabeth Kutsia. Give Elizabeth a warm round of applause. And the next category, Graphics Designer of the Year. The nominees are and the winner is Dionista Kuhlman. Give her a warm round of applause as she comes. She's been making the creatives that make the things to be done. The graphics. Next position, Creative Director. Well deserved again, well deserved. And the next category, Journalist of the Year. Now this one is the one. I can feel it in my fingers. And the nominees are... Henriette. That's the song for Henriette. Oh yeah. Oh. Thank you so much, Henny. Thank you so much. For the next part of the awards ceremony, I'd like to call another one person to come and help me out. Is Ernst here? Ernst? Ernst? Ernst. Ernst. Ernst? Or is it Ernst? Please give Ernst a warm round of applause as he comes onto stage. And the nominees for Printing Employee of the Year. The nominees are... And the winner is Vincent Handura. Vincent. Hey, Vincent, he's taking his time. Cool boy in the printing room as net was. Hola, fella. Give Vincent a warm round of applause. Well deserved. And the next category, distribution employee of the, mail room employee of the year. And the nominees are Mailroom Employee of the Year is Manfred Kinder. Manfred Kinder. I don't see Manfred. I assume Manfred is not here. If this was an auction, we'll be going once, going twice. Sold. Manfred is working tonight. Moving it right along. Our next category, I jumped into this one a little early. Maybe I was excited. Distribution Employee of the Year. And the nominees are Gishuno. Tilus is also not here. He's on active duty. He's driving tonight. Please do give him a warm round. Moving it right along, our next category is Support Services Employee of the Year. And the nominees are Sorry, we skipped one, but we're moving into In Touch Employee of the Year. And the nominees are Philemon Sylvanus. Hey, Philemon is coming up with energy, my friend. He's walking, going. It's like he knew I'm going to get this one. a warm round of applause. Well deserved. Thank you so much, Ernst. For the next part, I'd like to call on Mr. Albi Bota. Are we here to come and help you with the next part of the... Please give him a warm round of applause. Before we get into the awards, this part of the awards, giving it to some of the managers, we would like to get into some of the CEO moments, and I'm going to give over the mic to Mr. Albi.
Right. As you know, every year I have the privilege to choose 10 moments of what I remembered from 2020. This year we will choose tonight 10 people, and on the 1st of December another 10. It's been a long year. It is 2020, so the first 10 will be chosen tonight, and the next 10 will be chosen on the 1st of December when we have our year-end function at the offices. But as you see your name appear, I'm trying to keep it short tonight. Please come forward. I'll talk to each one of you once you stand in front. So as soon as you see your name, please come forward. It's a short video that's played. So you'll see the cue as your name comes forward. Thank you. Anushka here? Can't see in the light. Okay, the other half can please come forward. You've just been nominated. Right, allow me to just share. So each case, we have a vision of engaging the Republic of Namibia and in of late 10 degrees south in different ways. And I sat down with Toivo and I said that we needed to start this program with Evening Review. I still remember when we took the footage of the city of Windhoek and almost had a crash with the aeroplane, but that's another story. And Toivo took the show to something totally different than what I envisaged. But took it to a show that's 100 times better than I ever could dream to do that. So thanks so much, Toivo, for Evening Review. It is really something very special in this country today. Thank you. So tonight, in support of tourism in Namibia, these are not cash prizes. They are $1,000 cash discount vouchers to go and book at one of the 7 or 10 lodges that we have at the expo. So please use this in the next 5 days. Let's support local tourism and let's be part of that. So that's our commitment back to tourism this year. Secondly, I remember the morning, actually it was a Friday already, the 13th, I picked up SMSs that COVID was hit our country, and I phoned Toivo, and Toivo said, no, the ministry is in denial. And that Saturday morning, I phoned Dani and said, Dani, the denial is over. We need to cover this thing, it's going to happen. And something happened in Dani that moment, because the next 40 days, that's all he did was COVID day and night, and he did the COVID-19 broadcast brilliantly, and he captured those intense moments like no other person can. So thanks so much, Dani, for capturing a part of our history for the rest of our lives. You did envisage, maybe not always the right topic, but envisage the focus of the intenseness that I remember of COVID-19. So thanks so much for that, Dani. Ja, ons mag nie tegnies aanskud nie. So on the same subject, I knew that COVID-19 was not just something about statistics that government was running in terms of deaths, but also statistics about what was happening in the country in terms of our capacity. So although ultimately I am saluting Henriette in this capacity, there were a lot of people that supported her as well, I know that. But we needed to go back to government and explain to them that this is our capacity that we have in place. And we started writing stories about different levels of capacity, and at the heart of this was Henriette. And I know some of those slides and shots that was done, a lot of people in the graphic design department played a very important role as well. But ultimately, the face of that message was Henriette. So Henriette, thanks so much for giving us factual coverage of COVID-19. So you focused on COVID-19, and the next moment I see fire happening, and I see someone that's technically locked down. So now it's Otis, and he's covering this fire with everything he's got, but he's kilometers and kilometers away, and he can't get closer because he's not allowed to move from his house. So I phone him and I say, Otis, are you right? No, he's all right. I said, Otis, but we need to get closer. The next moment I sent a WhatsApp to Leandria, but it was too late already because she was already running between the fires and covering the whole story. I must be honest, in my entire 7 years of covering a story, I've never seen a story being more intensely covered than Leandria. And she, of course, has the single privilege in this country to be able to be on the front page of every newspaper of NMH Group. So thanks so much, Leandria, for covering that unfortunate tragedy, but the intenseness that, and sometimes I was scared for your life as well. So thank you so much for capturing that intensity, and we saw that video tonight. Right, so we hit COVID in March, and in early April I said, but this is, I start seeing government running the story about e-learning, and I know this is not going anywhere because of technology. And then there's someone that comes to my door and says, but we can make this work. I said, no, I understand, Octavia, but remember, there's a lot of work behind this. And I still remember I went on Easter because we had to have a meeting that Thursday. But I decided that I was going to have Easter, but not Octavia. So that Tuesday morning after Easter, she and Frank came to me and said, we've got government on our side, we need to make this work. And within 7 days there afterwards, we started printing newspapers, 5 million booklets to be exact. I know it took a lot of effort from a lot of people to make this work. It was probably the proudest moment of my personal life in terms of achieving something on short notice. But the face of this was Octavia, and I'd like to salute her tonight for that drive. Thank you. So Octavia starts a revolution about changing the narrative of COVID-19, one of not just being negative, but also positive. In that time, we started locking up the country, and every second gate was locked up, from Sea Ice to Okahanya to Rehoboth to every second door to Irongo. And I realized that we needed to start changing the narrative of making sure that trucks can get through. And we started an active campaign working with the trucks, working with the gates to make them understand that this is important, that we allow the distribution to happen. And Maggie played a critical role in organizing those gates and making sure that we can get support. And I'd like to salute Pick and Pay tonight specifically for being part of that program. And making sure that, especially in that first 60 days, that we could make sure that the lights still carried on in terms of food supply and medical supplies. And I'd like to thank Maggie. I don't think always the country appreciates what we were doing in those first 60 days covering COVID. We weren't just printing books. We weren't just counting how many beds we had. We were also making sure that the lorries were getting through. So thanks for that, Maggie. So time moves on, and we know that we're moving on. And in April, I realized that tourism and aeroplanes were not going anywhere for a very, very long time. And we needed to start finding a narrative of promoting a concept that we are launching tomorrow called 10 Degrees South. And that is promoting tourism in Southern Africa, where Southern Africa tours with itself. Now, it's not a new concept. If anything, it's as old as tourism is. But an active drive behind that has never been done. And so this is our commitment from a Namibian Tourism Expo going forward to be the 10 Degrees South Expo in terms of promoting tourism, not just in Namibia, but all connecting countries to our wonderful country. But to make that work, you had to do more than just have a brand called 10 Degrees South, which you're launching tomorrow. You needed to start a narrative that news carried by Africa, for Africa, through social media, happens on a daily basis. I called Aaron's forward because I think he thinks he's a qualified printer, but actually he's not. He's an expert in television, actually. And I said to him, please help me with Africa Good Morning, and let's make it work. And in the first 30 days, it's just been wonderful to see how he's not just taken a program from nowhere, but how he's taken presenters and made them totally different people. I sat there this morning again, and I haven't been there every morning because to get up at 6 every day is tough, trust me. I do watch every morning, though, so I'm there. But I could see how those presenters have been growing just in the last 30 days. And his capacity to understand what works and what doesn't work really is a CEO moment in my life. So thanks, Aaron, for taking up this challenge of Africa Good Morning. I know we're only 30 days down the line, and I will say this, we will get to 10 million views, and we will remember how we started in 3 years' time. So Aaron, thank you so much for making Africa Good Morning a reality. So they say small things matter, and with COVID, we've been trying to start a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff started, and then it stopped, and it started, and it stopped, and nothing more than miss high. I think along the line we lost 4 contestants as well. But there was someone that was very adamant that this thing will finish. And I can tell you all the mistakes that were made, but I can tell you that the passion to make this work I've never seen from an individual like I saw from Natalie. And the energy she took to make sure that Miss High, I think the first virtual show that we did in this country, and the uniqueness how we took this up will definitely be something that we'll do in future again. And after that, we had the privilege to do a couple of other virtual shows. So thanks, Natalie, for sticking it out with the concept of Miss High, even though it was very difficult given the implications of COVID-19. Technically, it should have been the show of tonight, but we weren't going to wait that long. So thanks so much, Natalie. So I've got to remember the day because I may get it wrong, Diney, so please help me if I've got it wrong. But I think it was May 2019 we started with Klets. I know it was May, I can just remember the year. But we started with Klets, and I remember that we moved it on not 1 week but 2 weeks, and ultimately we started a process. And And it took some time to get running. And for a year long, that's what we did. We ran klets every day. And then, of course, COVID happened. And we realized that our communication channels through print media was going to come even more under pressure. And we needed to build a brand that we've taken from reaching 150,000 people on print media on a daily basis to 500,000 that we're reaching on a daily basis between print and online media. So we've more than tripled our reach daily, of which 3/4 is because of our daily engagements on social media. But to make that work, it was more than just convincing, as our smart Slick said earlier, convincing journalists, or was it Ernst, I can't remember, convincing journalists that we need to move from just being print journalists, but to be presenters as well. And I know to this day some of us are still in denial about this, but I must salute each one of you for taking up this challenge, because you've really grown as individuals. So thank you very much for taking up the challenge. But in that time, we needed to start starting out things called technology. And it wasn't so much about just cameras, it was about studios and times and sticking to schedules. And I know it's not the most thankful job to have in town, but Michelle has done brilliantly in managing that. Managing very creative journalists, managing very difficult editors, and at the same time a CEO that's very passionate about making sure that our entire group of shows are out there. And I'm very proud to say tonight that our entire range of shows that we challenged ourselves to get out before the end of the year has been done, and we would not have been able to do that without Michelle and her passion to create all those studios. So thank you so much, Michelle, for creating six green rooms that we've got now running. And the ease at which we'll be able to set up a studio at SKW now and just do daily broadcast, it's unbelievable if I can remember where we started 2 years ago. So thanks very much, Michelle. Right, so Michelle just says I must say thank to her team as well, which I think is quite a big group. But this is about the individual, so allow me to stick to that. So some of us understand we've got a job, whether that's creating studios, others understand they've got to create evening reviews, and others understand that they've got to cover COVID. But every now and again we decide to do something like the school project. And yes, Octavia did take the lead in it, and yes, a lot of us were part of it. But every now and again we realize there are critical moments in that project where we need full support. And I couldn't believe the ownership Anushka took to making sure that that school studio was working like clockwork. And not in a job description, definitely as far away from marketing as can be. But she realized that this was what was needed to be done at this point in time. She did not look at her job description and say, wag 'n bietjie, dis my job description, ek gaan nie soontoe nie. Sy het gegaan en gesê, dis wat nou moet gebeur, en ek gaan seker maak het gaan werk. It was really some moment in my life which I said, well done. So thank you so much, Anushka, for that. Thank you. Sê nou Vicky. So, en julle is Anushka, so hier is 'n paar ouens met 'n serious. So let's just stand together and take a photo. Thank you. So Slick, back to you. I think I'll give back to you.
Give them a warm round of applause. Moving it right along. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to give out an award for the manager of the year. The whole year. 2020, this guy was working from home. Shorts down here, a tie up there. Ladies and gentlemen, and the nominees are Alexander Fassi.
So, Alexander has had the privilege to have won this once before, but tonight is a night of breaking tradition. So, I'd like to wait for Alexander to come up before I say more, but allow me to say one thing, that we made comments about everything that needed to change in this last 12 months, and none of this could have happened without active realignment of our brands, creating new brands, creating new strategies, and in each one of them, Alexander was key in that drive. Without that, the vision would not become reality. So thank you so much, Alexander, for allowing me to work with you and allowing us to be able to visualize what we've been planning for the last 12 months. Thank you so much, Alexander.
The next award goes out to the millennial. The one who has outright ideas, constantly is going, no, but things don't work like that anymore. You know who you are. You were probably born in 1994. The millennial in the house, you know who you are. The one who listens to Gom and Mapiano. Walking in the office going, what's? Ladies and gentlemen, the millennial of the year nominee is and the winner is Octavia Tsibes.
So for the second time running, it was actually a very easy choice for me. And thank you, Octavia, for continuing to be focused in changing NMH to a world that is changing faster than even I can imagine. But not just changing it because of the sake of changing it, but changing it so that our role that we play in this country is growing. And your contribution towards that has been significant. So once again, second time in a row. So until you get 13, Octavia, you may win it again. But thank you very much. Want to say something?
All right. Thank you very much, Albie. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do what I wish to do, especially with the brand, and allowing me to be myself. And yeah, I think, yes.
Thanks, Octavia. Thank you so much.
All right. The next category is all about teamwork. Because the team, when it works, the dream will work. So the nominees for the team of the year are Talk team.
So we understand the pressures of print media, and we understand the challenges that we face to be relevant on a daily basis through print media. And after extensive investment in a print strategy for Irongo, we realized that we needed to change that logic to one of being online. And I remember phoning Otis and saying to Otis, Otis, we need to change this brand from being a print media business model to an online one. And I remember forget his words and I said, Albie, dis reg, ek weet wat ons moet doen. Never in my wildest dream did I realize that the influence that Irongo now has is, for the record, challenging our daily newspapers in terms of reach and the capacity that they're showing in reaching the community on a daily basis and being relevant to a community of about 250, 300,000 people is just awesome. So thanks to Otis and his team for showing how teamwork can work, showing how you can take something from a couple thousand to 60, 70,000 likes. Thank you so much, Otis and your team, for being relevant for Irongo, but for the country as well.
Give them a warm round of applause. The final, maybe the final, award for the evening goes out to the NMH Group Employee of the Year 2020. And the nominees are and the winner is Philemon Sylvanus. Mr. Confidence. Thank you so much, Elvi. Give all the winners a round of applause. It's been a long year. We all deserve a win. It's not been easy. It has not been easy at all. I've gone through a lot this year myself. I had to take up things. I'm single currently. And tragically, I got to know my wife. I didn't know who she was. It wasn't easy, but tragically I did. So I had to find myself somehow. You know, I had to find new things to do. Living alone is not easy. I've taken up languages. My Afrikaans is improving. I don't know if you've heard. I'm doing pretty good. There are certain words that don't flow well because I'm Oshuambo speaking. So certain words sort of hit me. You know, words like frskrekrik. I don't know. You know, some people find it easy, but I don't find it as easy to say. But I'm learning. I'm reading the Republic K newspaper. Give me a round of applause. I'm actually doing it. I'm trying to read. They say, you know, the best way to learn a language is to get the vocabulary right. Start to read it a little bit. It's a little tough because Afrikaans has very difficult words, especially if you speak real Afrikaans. They call it suiwer. If you speak suiwer Afrikaans, there's a lot of words. You know, I've learned words like bedompig. You know, it's a nice word, bedomp. You know, I found out that this year, during April, when I was we're going through Ascension and, Easter, that when God or Jesus ascended into heaven, it's called a Hemelvaart. When I heard it, I went, Yemel. But we're getting there, we're learning. I find the Republican newspaper sometimes a little difficult, Sometimes the story is simple, you can see it. It looks like a car accident. There's a car, it's bumped, but there'll be there written, the word is difficult. Wait, I got this. I'm just wondering, why didn't you just write die car het gestamp? We would have gotten it. But I'm taking up a lot of languages currently, I'm trying to invest my time in something so I don't grow depressed. I'm trying to learn some Portuguese, brush up on that. And Portuguese is a beautiful language, it's a nice language, it's romantic, vai aqui, eu falar, tamagem, eu é mais bonita. Beautiful language. It's one of those languages that serenade you, If you add a beat to a person speaking Portuguese, it's a song. Eu falar, bem bonita, eu como em town, no, I'm already in town. Beautiful, I'm trying to learn all these languages. I'm walking up to French people confidently. I'm going up to them. I'm going, hey, ça va, mon vieux? And they look at me and they're like, ça va bien. Et toi? I'm picking up on these languages. I find German a little difficult. German's it's rough, man. German is like, es wie heißt du und wo kommst du her? It's rough, man. Other languages are soft. When you speak other languages, it's soft, like butterfly. In Oshwambo, it's mbili mbili. Butterfly, French, popignon. Butterfly in German, Schmetterling. It's not easy out here. It's not easy, but we're trying. I'm trying to teach people my language. And I keep saying Oshwambo is a very easy language. We don't complicate things. We want things to be easy. The words are easy. We say words like vati. You can try that out. So easy. Vati. Then we have tati. Then we have ndati. Simple words. If a Shwambo-speaking people were to invent everything, they will have simple words. I can imagine two guys in a workshop making a contraption. They're going... They finish this contraption. It goes on. It starts going in the air. It's flying. It's there going... It's in the air. They run back to the village going... They're telling all the villagers, look up. The villagers are going, what is that? They are going, look up. But what is it? And then they look at the villagers and they go, it's a daka daka. Because it's going daka 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 daka. Amazing, man. Simple. I'm trying to teach people. It's an easy language. Do you know what an ocean is in Oshwambo? It comes from the sound of the ocean while it goes. If you ask an Oshwambo person, speaking person right now, what is a futa? They'll go and say, ocean, a fu, ta. Easy. I'm trying to find myself. I'm doing new things. I'm doing a little bit of yoga now. Yoga is nice, but I always feel like I'll get stuck. Don't you feel like that? Some of us have not bent ourselves in a while. I just feel like I'm like, Dankomeki 18, and I'm just there in the same position. I'm trying meditation, but it's difficult because my house is loud. While you're trying to meditate, someone is there going, hello, was my sokkies? I'm like, meditate. Trying out new things. I'm trying to find some love in life, because being single ain't easy. I'm trying to. I miss my wife, but I need some love in life. I'm going out. I'm trying to find somebody. And they say you should go out with a clear mind. You should go out with a clear mind. Don't go out with baggage, so that you come to someone fresh. I tried that, so you can make the right decisions. You don't want to pick someone wrong, and then you end up having a divorce again. So I went out, clear mind. I'm there, I'm in my car. The music is playing. It's going boom, 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 boom. I'm having a good time. Boom, 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 boom. I'm having fun, man. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to the first place. To see, you have to go out. Maybe go to a bar that's in your area. I'm getting out of my car. Boom, boom, boom. The other music is playing even louder. Boom, 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 boom. I'm having so much fun. I'm greeting people. Hi. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, hey. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, yo. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, hey. Boom, handet. Boom, holelepo. Boom, 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 boom. I'm having the time of my life. I'm talking to this girl. The music is loud. Boom, 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 boom. Hey. Boom, 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 boom. Can I buy you a drink? Boom, boom, boom. Huh? Boom, 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 boom. Can I buy you a drink? Boom, 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 boom. It's heavy. It doesn't work out. You know, because you have to try once, you might fail. Things don't always work out. So I had to move to the next place. I get in my car, the music is playing. Boom, 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 boom. I'm having fun. Boom, 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 boom. Can you imagine? Boom, 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 boom. I end up at this gringy place. It's a little, you know, rough, man. You can tell because there's people are walking in there going, it's a fera. Who's dead? Who's dead? So I'm holding everything, my wallet, my life, everything, man, my dignity. I'm just there walking, going, woo, woo, woo. I'm headed in. The music is playing. Boom, 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 boom. I'm ordering a beer, holding my wallet. Boom, boom, touching my pockets. Boom, 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 boom. I talk to this girl. I'm like, can I buy you a drink? What? Boom, 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 boom. Can I buy you a drink? What say, gay? Boom, 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 boom. A drink, boom. I guess I met me man. Boom, boom, boom. I walk away. I'm like, this is not working. I go to the final place. I'm looking hard. We need to find love. I'm like, I've been alone too long. COVID. I'm at this final place. It's like 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm going boom, 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 boom. I see her from far away. Boom, 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 boom. She looks at me. I look at her back. Boom, 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 boom. It's a vibe, man. Boom, 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 boom. She's dancing. Boom, 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 boom. I'm dancing. Boom, 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 boom. We are having fun. Boom, boom. I'm touching. Boom, 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 boom. She's touching. Boom, 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 boom. We are having a great time. Boom, boom, boom. She turns around now. I don't know, ladies, when you turn around on a man and you face your backside, do you think we know what to do? We are lost. When she did that, I went, oh my God. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, whoa, whoa, boom, 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 boom. What should I do? Boom, boom, boom. Should I touch? Boom, 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 boom. Let me try. Boom, 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 boom. I touched, she went, boom. I'm like, okay, boom, boom, boom. Then why are you showing me your back? Boom, 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 boom. We're having a great time. I whisper, can we get a drink? She goes, boom, boom, boom. Let's go outside instead. I'm like, yes. Boom, 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 boom. We get outside. We're talking. She's like, what's your name? I'm like, Slick. She goes, boom, boom, never heard of you. I'm like, I'm on TV. Boom, never heard of you. Boom, 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 boom. She goes, do you want to make out? I'm like, yo, this is too easy. Boom, 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 boom. We start making out. Music is playing in the background. It's soft. She goes, do you want to get out of here? I'm like, oh my God, this is too easy. We get into my car, we're driving. Boom, 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 boom. I'm excited. Boom, 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 boom. We're driving. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, where do you live? Boom, 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 boom. What's on me say? Boom, boom. I'm like, shit. Boom, 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 boom. We're driving. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, we can go to my house. She goes, boom, boom, boom. No. Boom, 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 boom. We get to her house. The music stops. She goes, shh. My roommates are asleep. I'm like, okay, I can shh. We start walking into the house. She's opening the fence. I'm like, just get inside. Just get inside. We get inside. She's like, shh, make yourself comfortable. I'm like, of course. I start taking everything off. I'm going, no, my God. She comes out. She goes, we can do this. I'm like, whew, of course. Now I seemed calm on the outside, but inside I'm going, oh my God, oh my God. She looks at me and she goes, before we start, it's 400, ne? Bad decisions. Bad decisions. Bad decisions, I tell you. But it's been a rough year. I'm saying that we need to get together. You know, we need to recognize one thing this year has taught us is that we are unified. You know, we might have racial discrepancies, but COVID didn't discriminate. We are all unified. And besides COVID, there is a thing that unifies us all. Everybody. There's not a single person in here who is not unified by this thing. And that's our toilet seats at home. Now, some of you might disagree a little bit. You're like, how? But your toilet can be your sanctuary. It's the place you are the most alone. People even feel weird when they knock and you are there. If they go, and you're like, they're like, oh, sorry man, yammer. Because it's a toilet. But when you go in there, the toilet doesn't discriminate. Now, you could have gone there twice already today, 3 times. It could have been 1, 2, 3. We don't know. But when you go in there, if you listen carefully, there's a soft voice going, come inside. When you take your seat, it does not matter. There's no discrimination. You could be thin, fat, big, dirty, ugly. The toilet is like, sit down. Tell me what was happening today. Now you will start to drop at your own pace. Me personally, I use a little bit of reggae music in my mind. When I'm doing it, I'm comfortable, man. You have to be comfortable. Then you go doom, 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 doom. Now you might be doing your thing. Things become difficult, man. You know, life is not always easy. Life doesn't present itself on a silver platter at all times. Sometimes you need to push through it. Now you might be pushing a little hard. Things are getting stressful because that's how life is. But when you push hard enough and it finally comes through. Now when you're on the toilet, obviously it just goes beep. But like the toilet will give you a wet kiss back just for appreciation. Life also rewards you. Now you have to respect life and respect your toilet. When you're done, you got to clean up after yourself. Because you want the next person who's going to come into the space to find it the way you found it. That's how we must live life. We must live life on a good note. Now in the toilet, all you need to do is wipe up, clean a little bit, man. And the toilet, as you flush, will let you know, shh, it's between me and you. No one needs to know what happened here today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was my time. I would like to introduce a brother I've known, an NMH group member, Jochinen Kutsia on stage. Please give him a warm round of applause.
Woo! But I think Slick deserves an even warmer round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. What a talent. Hats off to Free Your Mind. My brother Chicken over there, they've been doing the comedy thing here in Namibia for, I think, nearly 12 years. 12 years of making people laugh and, just bringing some joy in Windhoek. A lot of respect, and you can look forward to seeing a lot of their talent on this stage this week. As you know, it wouldn't be me if we stuck to the script. So I just felt that we had to make a quick acknowledgement. Firstly, to everyone, give yourselves a round of applause. You guys worked really hard this year, put in a lot of effort, dug very deep, and it was just inspiring to see that, you know, with all this anxiety in the world, we stuck together, we cared for each other. When we couldn't physically hug each other, we just gave each other a look to say, I'm with you and we're going to get through this. So really it was wonderful working with you all. And don't you guys also think this year was so fast? Like, it was tough. While you were chewing through it, it was a pain. But it was really a pleasure. And it's also so blessed that we're all still here, whether we also have a job and we're also healthy. So thanks God once again. Boom, there we go. But I think one thing that gave us a lot of direction is our leadership, whether that's at a departmental level, whether that's at a larger scale level, or from the board and everyone. But I'd like to acknowledge Mr. Albie Botha for his distinguished leadership throughout this year. You were very brave in, as always, but this year you could see that we were hurting, you could see we were anxious, and you kept us focused. And when we had scares, your level of detail, your thinking about all the little contingencies really came through and helped us to function in our very difficult media environment where we have to be the best we are every day. So hats off, and thank you for empathizing with us where necessary, for being hard on us where necessary, and for helping us to grow. And we look forward to a good future with our leadership and with you, of course, Mr. Botha. So thanks once again, and I'd like to, let's give Albie and the leadership team a big round of applause. Thank you. Awesome. So how about we hear from the man himself, Mr. Botha? Can we please have you on stage? One more round of applause. NMH! 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 Woo! Despite being good in planning, strategy, and accounting and media, I mean, this man sees 15 years into the future. He's also not a bad dancer, don't you think? Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Albie.
Thanks, Jochi. There's a lot of things I'm good at, but dancing is definitely not one. So I was 7 years old, and my father gave me a Republican newspaper for the first time and said to me, "Wij kunnen hierdie land gaan verander. En ons gaan iets wonderliks maak van die land." That was 1977, 78. And to this day, I claim that the only thing I ever read every day of my life was a newspaper. I struggle to read anything else. That's why my language skills is very, very relative at all levels. But 2020 was no different. The year 2020 did exactly the same. When 2020 hit us around COVID-19, it was like 1977 when my father gave me the Republican for the first time and said, "Ons gaan hierdie land verander." COVID has its challenges, but it also has its opportunities, more so than we've ever had before. And so tonight I'd just like to say thank you to each one of you for taking up that challenge, for taking up Project 22 and making it a reality. I know that a lot still has to be done, but one thing I do know is that the team of which you are privileged to be part of is something that nothing can happen without people. Nothing can happen without managers, leadership, and a dedicated team. So for me, first and foremost, when I have a vote of thanks tonight, let's give ourselves a round of applause for taking up this challenge of not just changing NMH, but this country. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. To all of you that tonight have won prizes, and given that we've been doing this every month, so it's not just a yearly engagement, it's a monthly engagement, thank you for that dedication, because all of us are really, really working hard every month. But yet every time at the end of the month, there's something that one of you have done that changes the fact that you may just be, for this month, the reason why you won a prize. So thanks for that continued dedication, not just once a year, not just twice a year, but 365 times a year. It's one thing that I've learned at NMH, which I did not have the privilege to do, is that we've got to get the newspaper out every day. We've got to make sure that we're relevant every day. And that's tough. So thanks very much for that. First and foremost, allow me to say thank you to Jochinan and his team with Matthias at the back there for putting up all the stuff. I know Matthias has been working day and night to get all the videos done, so let's give a round of applause to Matthias and Jochinan for putting these videos together. It's always, for me personally, a real privilege to work with DB Audio. The level of professionalism is just wow. And tonight is no different, so let's give DB Audio a round of applause for putting up the set. I'm very proud of what we're doing here tonight, and hopefully in the next 4 days the country will see what we've done in terms of just having a show that's different, that is open, it's got space, but at the same time we can enjoy the outdoors. So let's give DB Audio another broad round of applause. To Maggie for making sure that we all got our tickets, we all got our food, for organizing this year-end function. Once again, thanks Maggie for taking up this challenge. Let's give Maggie a round of applause. For the expo team this year, and I don't want to mention names except for Michelle and Natalie because they are the face of the expo. But I know there's a lot of other individuals like Jeannie involved as well. It is really, really, really hard work to put an expo together. Thank you for doing that once again. And this year, because of COVID-19 and all the challenges that we're facing, we are unfortunately, to an extent, a very negative country. We find reasons not to do something. We find reasons to complain about stuff. We find reasons why it shouldn't happen. And in that state of negativity, we're still able to say to the world out there, this is why we should be doing stuff. This is why we should be promoting tourism in this country. And at the same time, tourism is not just an accommodation establishment. Tourism is not just renting a car. Tourism is not just about aeroplanes flying into the country. Tourism is not just about a restaurant where you can have dinner. And tourism is not just about the tourismus, although I think they play a very important role. Tourism is also about events where companies like DB Audio are part of tourism. Tourism is businesses that rent out tables and chairs. Tourism is artists that want to perform in front of live audiences and not just in front of cameras. Not just artists that can sing, but artists that can tell jokes as well. So let's give a round of applause to Slick as well. I really enjoyed his comedy tonight. It's very well done. Thanks, Slick. And so we've got to define tourism as a lot bigger than what we've done traditionally. And 10 Degrees South will actively work towards not just being a showcase of what there is to offer from an accommodations perspective, but it will become an event where people come to so we can support tourism, so that people can come to our event, stay in hotels, and celebrate, in this case, the city of Windhoek. Far too often we've been part of handing out brochures and telling everybody what we can do, and far too little we are not focused on the concept of purpose-driven tourism, like a music event that we're doing this week. And we've got to invest a lot more in not just being there to tell people what to do, but to be part of that experience. And that's our commitment at NMH through our brand with Tourismus, to be relevant not just in the city of Windhoek, but in the entire country. So I know there's a lot on Frank's table. I know he's still got to run the AZ newspaper as well. But this is the vision that we have, to make sure that tourism from an NMH perspective is not just one of sharing information, but also one of living that information. So to the team that's been doing that for the last year in terms of making tourism a relative subject matter, let's give them all a round of applause tonight as well. Lastly, we have a lot of people that report to a lot of people that have to manage a lot of deadlines. And we've already celebrated the fact that Alexander is the manager of the year, but it's not just about Alexander, it's about all the managers that have taken up this challenge this year of not just doing what we used to do a year ago or even 7 months ago, but saying this is how we're going forward. So let's give a round of applause to all those that are taking a leadership position, whether you are a D1 or a C1 or even a B1. I couldn't care less what your grade is. It's about taking ownership of something. Let's give each one of you a round of applause for doing that. So my family, and I had the privilege with my family this year to spend a lot of time with them. And you know the clock will be ticking on, and therefore you win every minute, and then on a good day, end of August, you see the first one leave, and then the second one. My youngest is still around for a couple of weeks. But to my family, thank you so much for supporting me. I know it's been a difficult year for me and for us. We've had 1 or 2 personal tragedies as well. But thank you for that support. I know that you are always there for me, so thanks so much for that. So to my family, thank you so much. So they all say that ons almal het 'n wiki nodig, and every year I know that I challenge her more and more, and I know when she doesn't want to do anything anymore, she just flatly ignores me. I know you also that you're starting to hijack my wiki of late, so we've got to find yourself your own wiki. But to Vicky, thank you so much for supporting me, taking up that run that I just don't have to even worry about. It just happens at NMH. I know that you cover on a lot of things that I don't even know about. So let's, last but not least, say thank you to Vicky for that support throughout the year. Please enjoy the expo the next 4 days. Please share the information. Let's get people to come and enjoy. Of course, we have to manage the numbers, so we're not trying to break the records here. But please share that story. There's nothing more powerful, whether we like it or not, because we're on the media game. There's nothing more powerful than word of mouth. So let's all be ambassadors of this brand, and let's share this wonderful story. Let's share what we're trying to achieve as NMH to promote tourism, which we do not have any investment personally in. We do not make any money out of this country, to come and believe. It is an expense in our life, but many years ago we took up the challenge, long before my time, to say that we committed towards tourism and developing tourism in this country. So let's share that message. Let's celebrate this wonderful country, Namibia, and let's enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you very much.
There is no normal anymore with COVID-19. What we can just do now is, as a collective, to truly see what works best. COVID-19 also came to highlight again once more the issues that we are constantly trying to address, and that is inequalities. And therefore the ministry, really we are appealing to the Friends of Education, to corporate entities to join us in helping us to roll out either on-learning or e-learning to our students.
Of course, when we heard that COVID-19 would have impact on our education system, I reached out to the ministry, the ED, and I proposed to say, how can minds and the ED help lift this burden of the ministry? And this is where I met all of the teachers. And I came up with that. We make my work easy. So my mother and they were working so well. And it's just the beginning of so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you once again for allowing me to be part of this project.
Learning should continue all the eight countries. And we are really appreciative of your company for having come on board with offers or even of giving some functions, free of charge. That's something that you cannot expect from a big company who's profit-oriented. But you are there to come in and say, it's education for all, it's our children. And even when we are asking a charge, it's very, very minimal. It's really something that we have to appreciate. Especially this part of the print part is something that was giving us a problem with our stakeholders. Everybody was saying this e-learning is only promoting the children of the elite and all these things. And then we come up and say, but we are trying our best. But now this is reaching more children than maybe those that are on e-learning.
Today it's a very nice day to say welcome to everybody to our brand new library which we're busy developing. And it's very fitting that we have today's interview here, given that this library is primarily designed and will be rolled out for the children of our country. We far too often find that libraries are forgotten places, and we hope that this new library that we're going to launch in the next, by the end of September 2020, will once again contribute towards education in this country. Just as a symbol of showing how the library works, we'll open the door, and you can see that as I open the door, you'll zoom into the new set-top books we created, first of many. And what we did was we framed all the books that we printed. When COVID-19 hit our country on the 13th of March 2020, and officially on the 14th, we realized as NMH that the world as it was would no longer be. And part of our challenge was, given that we had an extensive program with our children at the my zone level, was realizing we wouldn't be able to reach the children. And we very quickly realized the issue is a lot bigger than just not reaching children. But children have to continue with education. And a lot was written in the media, including our own media, about online that won't reach children. And we realized that online is part of the solution. But without making sure that we can physically get workbooks to children, we would only be reaching 5 to 10% of the population. And so we actively, when the Republic of Namibia and the Ministry of Education by default asked who would like to help them, we put up our hands straight away and said, we are there to serve you. And we're very proud to be part of that project. I think when we shot the first video of a workbook that we had designed, and we were able to show this video to the Ministry of Education, and show the concept of using teachers on the ground, not actors, and showing them this is how powerful the online medium is, and at the same time showing them this is the workbook that we can deliver. But I think the most wowest moment was when we went into the field, into the far north, you go to a school randomly, and you walk in there and our workbooks are being handed out. I think when I saw that not in one school, I think about 7 different schools, it was really well. It's quite extensive. We were working with over 100 teachers. We were traveling 10,000 kilometers every day to deliver the books. We were utilizing the entire distribution network to our disposal. We were using our entire printing press to our disposal. We had to distribute over 5 million booklets in 8 weeks to all corners of the country, to every regional offices and to many cluster schools as well. And we literally had 8 weeks to do that. So the logistics was awesome, but I think the hardest part was the designing of the books and getting that aligned to what the teachers and their curriculum, and at the same time understanding what he had required from us. And I remember we didn't just design the booklets, we also made sure that we were representative of our country's languages. So we had to make sure that we got all the different languages involved, including sign language. And so when we finished, we were able to reach people in 10 different languages. I'm a chartered accountant by profession, and been very involved from the early days of my life with education. And I've always been on record to say that the biggest challenge is early childhood development. And so when this project came along, we realized we could play a role in making sure that we could reach the grade zeros of the pre-primaries as a base to start off with. I was extremely excited because I knew that if we were able to make a difference there, we would be making a difference in a child's education for life. I think that's always been in my mind for 20 years. And so when the opportunity came and we could make a difference, it was actually quite easy to do. So I think the biggest challenge we had was capacity in a very short time. You have to go and do a lot of stuff with the current capacity we had. So we did not use outside parties to design the booklets. We didn't use outside parties or other networks than the ones we had. So we had a daytime job still. The newspapers still came out every day. We had our daily shows in the production area on a daily basis. And at the same time, while we were producing our daily shows, we were able to produce these 100 videos. We were able to share them on our Facebook platform called Toshi. We were then able to design these booklets and print them and distribute them at the same time while we were doing our daily job. So basically we had 2 to 3 jobs at the same time. I think coordinating it all was a major challenge because you had to make sure that everybody in the system was up to speed. I remember the first night when we had to do the delivery of the books and we were struggling with some of the addresses. The entire senior management there, we literally went and started phoning left, right and centre to make sure that we could find the delivery address. So yes, it does go into that detail, it goes into detail, but it was ironically within 48 hours we had solved everything. And true to our nature, we were able to do this not once, but twice, but 5 million times over. I think COVID-19 has created a lot of challenges, and I'm dead sure that many of them are still coming, unfortunately. But on the upside, what COVID-19 also did was realize, as all Namibians, that we had to strongly work together. And why this project was so overwhelmingly successful wasn't just that Namibians from different backgrounds, from private sector and from government, but from education and media, but also international community in terms of UNICEF, coming together and saying to each other, how do we make something work for the children of this country? And this model, I'm a firm believer, has been created. It's very, very successful. And I do believe going forward, it will continue to make a difference in children's lives. We don't need to have a crisis every time to come together. We can realize that out of a crisis, how we can work together, and based on that, carry on working together. We all live under the same sun, we all share the same air, and at the same time, we all live in this wonderful country called Namibia. And so collectively, if we can make that difference, and sometimes, you know, you can measure it in booklets, but where I measure it most is not in how many books we printed, but the relationships that we were able to strengthen in this time. And that for me is worth a lot more than 5 million books. So as everything in life, you achieve your goals and then you sit down.
What the F? What's that, Bonang? The famous words of Bonang, champagne, darling. Champapalapalapa! As ek kon gevloeid het, nee. Ratchet! My dear. Yes, queen. Iguna. Ons sê queen na vibes.
What are you looking forward to for the media camp?
Get to know the business. Kind of to figure out if I want to. Okay, my name is Kamasaran. I'm from David Kazet. So especially when it came to guidelines of writing a proper.
Hallo, my naam is Theatrie Tanner en ek is van Music Workshop was die 4321 reël. So mense leer vir jou eintlik skryf, maar hierso gee hulle vir jou baie detail. So dit het vir my uitgestaan.
My name is Jeremiah. I'm from Hannah High School, and I learned that things I learned that really took my interest were like the catchy titles, the quality pictures.
I said F's, bruh. I say it properly. Sharp. Give me a D.
D.
Give me an I.
I.
Give me an S.
S.
Oh shit! Now I. Sorry, bruh. Sorry. Now I'm forgetting to spell it.
You did.
You did this, man. It's your fault, Justicia.
Yeah,
now I'm out
Justicia,
here
now.
questioning my own spelling.
She's judging herself. No, she has trust issues, my dear.
Bruh.
Ooh, shame.
About because JC was really scared
Yeah.
and always scared, but JC knew that he needed to step up and help the people around him, and that's super cool. That's a real community helper. You go, JC. Rabbit, you go, JC. Well done.
Yes, that's true, Marcel. I really found the story very inspiring. And also, you need to be brave if you need to help people. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry.
Actually, now, Claire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now what?
Hmm? What's happening?
We're waiting for you to start so she can start. So she can start to speak it though. Okay. Yes, I'm ready. Wait. Before I laugh.
Sorry, Vicky.
Okay. I'm ready. I won't laugh.
I know you will be the death of me. Feel like I'm running out of ecstasy. I am drowning in an endless sea. Hello, friend. There's a misery that knows no end. So I'm doing everything I can to make sure I never love again. I wish that I did not know where our broken love was so. I wish that my heart would stay stored. If I was bulletproof, I'd love you like that. And if I was solid like a jewel, if I I'd give you all my love. If I was unbreakable, if I shoot me with a gun to go. If I was unbreakable, I'd walk straight to the bullet and like a tulip. No, I ain't foolish. Never mind the process. Into the fire, bring to the wire. Give me what I got. Never been a pattern. Time to shatter. Beautiful and battered. Into the poison. Try you an ocean. Give me what I got. I don't know if this is right or wrong. I might give it up where I belong. 'Cause every stage just played our worst song. Goodbye, my love. You were everything my dreams made of. You'll be present.
He gets quite frazzled when he's in this environment, so he's not our main mixer. No, he's animator. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much once again for coming out to the NMH End of Year 2020! Yeah, and also kudos to all you guys who made all the effort to buy those $1,000 suits that are very much in need in the medical supply to come through and stick to the dress code. Appreciate y'all. Well done, well done. Also, we see you, Rongo. Guys, so we will be switching off the lights at 9 o'clock, so it'll be completely dark. We're still going to play some videos, play a bit of music for the next about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. But please, just for safety, if you can make your way before 9 o'clock, because otherwise you're going to be partying in the dark. Thanks again, and let's have a great expo. God bless and good luck. Boom.
Never mind the process, into the fire, bring it to the wire, give me what I got.
Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono svegliata e ho trovato.
Hey lucky, lucky lady. Hey lucky ladybug. Hey lucky, lucky lady. Hey lucky ladybug. Fly up high in the sky. Hey lucky ladybug. Flow down
in the garden. Hey lucky ladybug. Little lucky black spots. Ach, Michelin toch. Guys man. Please. Oh, guys, please man. What Michelin? What?
Wow. Wow, those two of them are so much.
5, 4, 3.
Wow, those two are so much fun. I enjoy Zoe and Zoshi, to be honest.
I do too. I got a bit jealous. But now it's time for us to
We also want to thank Innovations for these fun big beans and fun bean bags. Big beans. What's a good right there? Fun bean bags. Cut, man. Awens. 150 a chip.
There was a farmer who had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh.
Enzo, now that you're done with your exercises, I think it's my turn to shine now also and show you how fit I am, friends. Okay, so I will run on the same